Let us do some plotting also. The following table gives the quantity of petrol and its cost. We have to plot a graph to show this data. Now what is the data given? We have been given number of liters of petrol as 10 liters, 15 liters, 20 and 25 liters, and respective costs also given. That means 10 liters of petrol is going to cost us rupees 500, 15 liters of petrol costed us 750 and so on. So this data has been given to us. Over here you can see the number of liters of petrol. These values are not dependent on anything, right? Whereas if you talk about the cost of petrol, this is dependent on number of liters of petrol, right? How many liters are you taking? On that it is dependent. So these are known as dependent variables and the other ones will be known as the independent variables because they are not dependent on any other value, whereas the dependent variables are dependent on independent variables for their respective values, right? So that was the difference between dependent variables and independent variables. You can have so many other examples also. Say you are going to some market, you want to go to some destination and you decide your destination based on your distance from your home. So your distance from your home becomes your independent variable, whereas your place of choice becomes your dependent variable. So now we are going to plot that graph on this graph paper. We have made the x-axis and on x-axis we have taken the liters of petrols, whereas on the y-axis we have taken the cost in rupees. Now we have made up a sign over here showing that we are not representing the values between 0 and 100. We have taken the scale on x-axis where 2 centimeters is equal to 5 units. Every 2 centimeters travel we will show the 5 units change, right? And the 1 centimeter is showing us the 100 unit change. Now we shall start with plotting of the graph, right? Or whatever points that were given to us, we will start side by side. Let us say the first point given to us was for the 10 liters of petrol. What was the cost of 10 liters of petrol? It was exactly 500. So we started from 10 liters of petrol and we reached 500 to mark this point 10, 500. Similarly, we will mark the next point that was on 15 liters. What was the cost of 15 liters? It was 750. So we mark a point exactly in between 700 and 800, that is 750. The point will be having coordinates 15, 750 because it is as 15 from x-axis and 750 from y-axis. Next we have the third point that will be your 20 liters. Now for 20 liters you have taken the cost to be 1000 rupees as it was given. So this is the third point that you plot, right? For the next is 25 liters. For 25 liters the costing was whatever the costing was, you can plot it according to that over here. That would be 25, that cost. Now can you tell me one thing? What are these points representing? Now see, these points are representing clearly that if you join them together, they are passing through the origin. Now the origin is clearly observing, giving us the observations, that is if you travel 0 kilometers, right, that means if you do not use petrol at all, you would give 0 rupees. Similarly, you can get so many other observations from this graph. That is, say if you want to know the price of particular some liters, you want to go out and buy some petrol and you want to know the price of that petrol, right, how much that petrol is going to cost you. So what would you do? Say I want to know how much 5 liters of petrol would cost. You would make a perpendicular line, cut it on the graph such that, and you make the perpendicular from the graph to the y-axis also. The points, the coordinates of the point will be 15, will be 5, this is 250. So 5, 250 is showing us that for buying 5 liters of petrol, you have to pay 250 liters cost. This is how you can actually plot the points and understand, or you can make the analysis. Some analysis like this can be also held, right?